What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, creator of the Outright Bar, and Chief Marketing Officer, TigerFitness.com. Now, some of the untrained eyes out there might not have noticed that I have gyno in my left nipple. I've had it since I was 15 years old. I was a fat kid. And from being a fat kid, I had, well, gyno. I had estrogen buildup, whatever you want to call it, and I developed gyno in my left nipple. Now, also when I was a teenager, I had exorbitantly high testosterone levels. Very high testosterone levels as a teenager. Naturally, I never took steroids before the age of 27, right? But I've had gyno, and you can even see pictures of me when I competed naturally with gyno in my left nipple, which is why a lot of people would claim, hey, Marc's not natty. Even though I was 154 pounds, they'd point to, well, he has gyno, this and that. I always thought my gyno wasn't that big of a deal. In fact, if you're not into this bodybuilding world, you're not even going to notice it. For me, it's the first thing I see when I look at my picture. Sometimes I don't take off my shirt in public because of it. I'm really embarrassed of it, you know? I think people are looking at it. I think it makes my boobs look droopy, and my chest is one of my strongest body parts. And it's really, for me, I'm not going to lie. Like, it makes me extremely self-conscious, and I don't like that. So I finally had enough. I posted pictures. I think my physique has never looked better. And I've put in so much work, and I turned 39 years old on the 22nd, which I'm filming this on the 21st. That's tomorrow. I finally went to my wife, and even though we're moving and everything's disheveled, I need to get rid of this gyno. I've reached my breaking point, you know, and I know that I tell people to, you know, love the body you're in, don't be hypercritical. But I literally post pictures of my half-naked body online all the time. It's what I do. I'm a bodybuilder. I'm making a comeback in 2021. Not that I give two shits, but I might be marked down because I don't know if it's bad. I don't know. I wouldn't mark my gyno down because it's not, I've seen a lot worse. But you know what? It's bad enough. And it just finally got to me. So last night, I texted a good friend of mine, Gabrielle. And I'm like, hey, do you still work at that plastic surgery center in St. Charles, Illinois? Yes. And it's St. Charles Plastic Surgery in St. Charles, Illinois. And it's Dr. Gadiri. And if you look him up, if you look up St. Charles Plastic Surgery, you'll see this guy's the real deal. Which is why, even though I'm moving and everything's crazy right now, my wife's losing her mind because I'm losing my mind and because she doesn't think it's a good time to do this, I finally reached the point where I'm like, I just need to do this for me, you know, not for anybody else, but for me. And does that mean I have a bit of a body image disorder because I want it? Probably. But I work so hard. I eat perfect, and I train so hard, and I get this, and obviously I got my stomach fixed. I got those things. And it's like, I'm like, geez, it's there. And it's always been there. And it's like, a lot of people go, well, if you didn't do steroids. No, this was there long before steroids, bro. Like, this has been literally a thorn in my side or a lump in my boob for years and years and years. Again, it's 15. That's 24 years of gyno that I know of. I don't even know if I had gyno before then. I probably did because I was fat before then. So I was talking to Gabrielle because I've been blowing her up today because when I get something on my mind, I just attack it. And that's a problem of mine because I will be, until I get this done, it will be all I see, all I think about. And, you know, my thing is the recovery. Can I fly afterwards? Like, you know, all these different questions I'm blowing her up with. And what really kind of got me wanting to do this, to be honest about it, I wasn't going to say anything. I know a lot of bodybuilders who go out, they get their gyno taken care of, and they just don't post any physique pictures. They'll post old shit, like shit from competitions or photo shoots. They won't post any update pictures because you're going to be wrapped. Like they wrap your tits. And I just figure, you know what? Like, that's not me. That's not who I am, you know? And a lot of people hate me for a lot of reasons online. I understand that. But one reason you can't, a lot of people hate me because I'm honest and they think I'm lying because my truth might not be believable. You know, like at the end of the day, like when I had marital problems, you know, I came to y'all first. I vlogged about it because we help people. My wife and I had problems that a lot of Americans, a lot of people around the world have. You know, we fell out of love with each other, you know? We went to counseling. You know, I had over 100 messages afterwards telling me, Mark, thank you so much for what you did. Because of you, my wife and I went to counseling and we're still married and we have 2 kids. I got so many of those messages. And that's when I realized that there's so many people faking the funk and being fake on social media that, you know what, if it means being less transparent, and that hurts me. You know, I just did a podcast today, the Marc Lobliner podcast. I'll link it down below. My wife and I do a podcast every week, if you didn't know. Talk about politics, about current events, this and that. But I actually had an issue where because I'm so honest, you know, professional sports teams, like, we might not want this guy affiliated with us because he does steroids or because he's talked about steroids before. And that's fine. I'd rather be an open book than someone who you like, well, who's this? Why would I do business with this guy? Because he's fake. He's lying. He's not transparent. My goal is to be as transparent as possible, at least up to the point where it will hurt my family or myself, which I don't think this hurts anybody. And the one thing Gabrielle said to me is that this is great that you're doing this because a lot of men are embarrassed of this. It affects a ton of men, a large portion of men. In fact, the statistics I don't believe. I actually think over 50% of men have some form of gyno. They're just not in good enough shape to know it. You know, at the end of the day, when you're really lean, the only fat left is that little nodule, that fucking gland on your nipple. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem, especially for someone like me who is hypercritical of his body because honestly, do I make my living with my body? No. I make my living with those motherfucking bars right there is what I do. But it's part of what I do. It's part of who I am. I'm a bodybuilder. And I've literally competed, earned a pro card, and done pretty well with a lump on my boobie. And if I'm going to make a comeback, hey, that's part of the reason. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. But most of it is for when I like go to the beach, go to the pool. Sure, I look better than 99.9% of dads out there, but how would you like it? And I'm not going to ask this because a lot of you probably don't, but I'll post a picture of me and my son by the pool. It's like, oh, look at his gyno. I'll post an update picture I'm really proud about online because I've been training really hard. Oh, look at his gyno. I'm like, I know that's letting other people kind of control my shit, but like, I ain't going to lie. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to give you that respect where I'm not going to lie and say, oh, it's because like girls who get breast implants, right? Look, my wife got breast implants, and they're fucking amazing. I love those things. She got them because it made her feel better. She trains hard. She had 3 kids. After 3 kids, them bitches look like flapjacks. You know me, I just put some syrup on them bitches. But check it out. Part of it was so other people could find her attractive. She ain't gonna admit that, but I know it. Part of it is so I could find her attractive. I'll tell you what, we posted a picture 2 years ago on vacation. It was my most liked picture on Instagram ever of her and me by the pool. Everybody's like, whoa. You know that was a self-esteem builder. We're human. We like having good feedback from our peers, from fellow humans. But I really think a lot of guys are just embarrassed about this. We're embarrassed to talk about our feelings. We're embarrassed to talk about the fact that, hey, I'm not too comfortable with the skin I'm in. But what if you could do something about it? Like, if you are overweight, you can do something about it, right? You can lose weight. You can exercise. You can diet. You could do better. Obviously, I can't do anything about this face. Maybe a nose job. But this is something that's easily treatable. And according to all the data I've looked at, the average cost for gyno surgery, again, it varies how severe it is. For example, for me, it's probably going to cost less because I'm not going under general anesthesia. I've already had abdominal surgery. All my surgeries have been done without general anesthesia. I don't care. Pain doesn't affect me much. I'm okay with the discomfort. The worst thing in the world for me is waking up from general anesthesia. I would rather feel the scalpel, which I did in my stomach. The numbing agents didn't take effect. I'd rather feel the scalpel cut through my skin, then wake up from general anesthesia. I fucking hate that nauseous, disgusting feeling. I'm cool with pain. Pain's kind of my thing. Kind of freaky like that. But no. So I'm going to be under local anesthetic. So right there, that's going to save a lot of money, right? And general anesthesia costs a lot. You have to make sure you don't die, keep pumping you full of drugs, all that good stuff. You know, thing is, I don't have fat. There's no liposuction involved. You're essentially going to take this, clean it up, close it. From what I can guess, obviously my consultation, that's where I'm getting at. Segue. So my consultation is on Tuesday of next week with Dr. Gaderi in St. Charles, Illinois. I'm so excited because, you know what? It's one of those things where I'm pretty happy with every part of my body. I have worked so hard. I've missed out on so many things. And if this is the only thing that I find repulsive about myself, I'm even happy with this grill. Honestly, I think I'm a pretty good looking fucking guy. Look at my teeth. I brush them 2 to 3 times a day. I floss twice a day. I get my, look at that. You know, I go to Sauvage Barbershop in Elgin. I keep my hair trimmed up. I take care of myself. I've cut my nails, you know. I take care of myself, right? I use awesome skincare. But you know what? This is really holding me back. And it's something I'm very excited to get fixed. But anyway, guys, I'm going to document the whole thing. I'm going to tell you exactly what happens. I probably won't be able to take this camera into the doctor's office. Maybe we'll get a couple words from Dr. Gaderi on Tuesday. But my appointment's Tuesday at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Can't wait to tell you guys what goes on. Can't wait to take you along this journey. And if you're a guy with Gyno, maybe it's something, excuse me, that'll make you feel a little less self-conscious about wanting to get it fixed and less guilty about feeling, I don't know, kind of depressed about it. Anyway, guys, there you go. Titties are gone. Let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. And it is what it is. That's not a game. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Look who I ran into in LA.
It's good to meet you. I've been watching your videos a long time. Tell me about this protein bar.
So it's the Outright Bar, man. It's all natural ingredients made with real food. None of that. You ever want to work out? You want just a little snack, a little bar before training, but you know the other bars might give you a gut bomb.
Right.
This is something that doesn't have any prebiotic fiber, no glycerin, no sugar alcohols. It's whole, real food.
That is a tasty bar.
Really?
It's easy to eat. It's not too chewy. Normally eat something like this with a big ass glass of milk. That's good.
So it's like a cookie.
Really, it's not good.
If you want, we also have the, want to try the almond butter one while we're here?
Love to.
All right, so this
That's a
is,
badass bar.
This is made with almond butter, Steve.
That's a winner too.
Really?
He's badass. Good protein bars. Where can people find these?
Well, they can find it at any retail stores. You can find it at tigerfitness.com.
2 badass protein bars. So they get 2 double middle fingers up from Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's the bottom line.